WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins,
the visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance in WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois.
Each of these 3 men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're 2 of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the Wise Man strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
We'll be looking for a neck breaker here.
Oh, forearm smash!
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leading. This could be it. The pin. He's able to kick out before 2.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet. Kicks to the face. Capped off with a big one.
Just going all out.
And a quick schoolboy.
He kicks out with authority.
Barely even giving the referee time to count before kicking out.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
Oh my God, in the spine.
That'll make your legs go numb.
Punk never saw that coming. Not a good spot to be in.
Some crashing down by the body slam.
CM Punk who burst onto the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, won by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone was profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if That is effective here.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to...
Roman Reigns about to put his opponent away. No getting up from this. The spear by Reigns.
That's going to keep Rollins down. Using the chair with no caution at all.
Smartly dipping out of harm's way.
And enters back into the ring. And now propped up in the corner.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Punk, knee in the corner, follows it up with a short arm clothesline.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business. And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Reigns getting carved and dissected.
Neckbreaker! And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it. And his body seems to be the focus of the attack.
Making his way to the top here. Flying! And now he gets back into the ring.
Propping him up in the corner.
Face full of turnbuckle. Taking heavy fire in the corner in the form of a series of clotheslines. And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex.
Mongolian chop.
Shining Wizard.
Oh my word, a hard landing on the floor. Connected hard with the calf kick.
Seth is being overwhelmed.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks.
And boom!
Whoa! Cross body!
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins. Ye old faithful. Punk now with a quick double down, and Uranagi converts it into the...
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang! Spear! Stop! Everybody down!
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Heyman tried to stab his man again.
That pathetic.
Opponent doubled over. This goes for the stomp. RKO!
Kick out.
They may not have too much left, but they at least had enough to kick out there.
CM Punk. Uh-oh.
Stopping that offense with a swift elbow.
And he comes in under the ropes now. Side headlock applied. Ooh, and a right hand for good measure. Good night. Just stomping right into the face.
And I also see a cut on the face of Punk.
Catches the kick. Uh-oh. Dragon screw.
We knew this one was going to be good. What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Two. Punk has beaten the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, Punk!
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.